Hello, good morning. This is my second video of the day to do with some of the abandoned buildings in and around Whittleford Park. I apologise for the movement on the camera and I hope you don't get motion sickness watching it. Now, as I walk around the corner as slowly as possible, you can see that there are a number of derelict garages. Now, these actually come off Trafford Drive. Now, with people constantly having to be dependent on on-street car parking or hoping to have a car park of their own or permit car parking, I am amazed as to how these garages have been able to become abandoned and disused. You can even see that people have not just fly tipped here, but they've also burned rubbish. So I do not know who owns these garages. If anyone knows the answer to that question, it would be very much appreciated. I mean, there's loads and loads of bricks that have just literally been left. And I know in the past, sadly, this was an area where young people would actually congregate, because some of them, like this one, for example, would have had a roof, which is no longer there, and would have been sort of like a bit of a safe haven or a little clubhouse, but now the roof has completely disappeared. And I think it's just shocking that all of these garages have just been left to go to rack and ruin. They have actually been fenced off from Whittleford Park. So clearly there is a boundary as to who owns certain property lines, etc. I'll just tip that over, otherwise it's going to be full of mosquitoes. I mean, somebody has obviously left what looks like an old pond. A lot of the garages here, they actually do back onto other people's houses. So again, potentially the people that live in these houses could have rented these garages out, which would have then prevented cars having to be parked on the roadsides or even on curb parking. But you can clearly see how neglected this area is. It's totally full of buddleia, which is fantastic for the wildlife, especially the butterflies, even though there aren't any here at the moment. But this is an invasive species. This is a species of plant that people would have had in their gardens and has now become very common within society, within the United Kingdom. And one of the things it's very renowned for doing is actually damaging structures and uprooting foundations. So in a way, I mean, it is a fantastic wildlife haven, but again, it's such a shame that all of these garages, I'm literally walking back up to the road now. You can probably hear my son. He is with me. He's safe. You are safe. Sorry, he is. He's just winding me up. So yeah, sorry about some of the running commentary and the voiceovers. I don't tend to edit a lot of my videos, so what you see is what you get. So again, I mean, there is literally bags and bags of rubbish here. And I know in the past, here you can even have an outside bath. But I do know that in the past it has been constantly mentioned to the local council about this area of the borough and how basically it's just been left to neglect. And it'd be interesting to find out, like I said, who actually owns this land, who is responsible for this land, and how potentially it can either be regenerated, either, you know, making it into car parking areas. Yeah, he's hiding in the stingers. Say hello. No, you're not stuck. Or are they going to use it for housing development? I'm just picking up my shopping. So as we slowly walk up to the road, there you go, there's my son, he's fine. Say hello. You can get through. You can see again like how broken the pavements are. Walking up here again, more buddleia. It's just over the road. For confidentiality, obviously I am going to stop filming here. But again, you can see clearly how the council have deliberately neglected the road to the point where the locals have practically got a paddling pool in the middle of the road. So, thank you.